Hey you party people, it's Ned Crash and welcome to an obligatory summon video. You're probably tired of these, you've probably done it a lot yourself, but you know what, these are always fun. And the most important thing is we gotta buff up our roster for Beta 2. So I don't think this is gonna be a very long video. Let's take a look at what we've got to work with. So, got a ton of mortals, pretty good amount of ancestrals, I'm really interested in the Eternals, and then 5 flawless. If you saw my previous video, you know that I casualed my way through beta, so we're not going to have a ton of flawless to pop. But we do have a ton of gems, and we're going to basically run out of time to do anything with them. So we're just going to buy all of the ancestrals that we can. So there's 30, 60, 90... what do we got? We got 100. Just tack on a 3-pack. Oh man, just wasting gems like there is no reason. Alright, so that gives us 176, 243, 47, and 5. I imagine we will be burning heroes. So let's go ahead and... yeah, we'll do like 100 mortals. Just see if we get a legendary on the mortals. Typically, when you hit the mortal 10x, you just want to see a ton of green because that's, you know, 2-star spirits. Oh, there we go. We got a Lubu. I'll take that. I'll take cockroach, dude. I like the art on Vampire. Looks really cool. I say pop 100. Ooh, that's a bad pop right there. I say pop 100. I really don't know what the character limit is here. We'll do it Ash style, where I disappear for a moment to feed a bunch of characters and then come back like nothing happened. Some people have gotten the legendary luck on the mortals, and I think that's really cool that they did that. I hope they keep that in live. I guess if you have 100,000 people summoning hundreds of mortals apiece, it's gonna happen. Let's see, what are we at? That was, we got a couple more for 100 greens here. Vila. I haven't seen that one yet. That's interesting. Oh, extra copy of Isolde. We'll take it. What is the limit? Do we have a limit? 1,000. Oh, well, we are not in danger. We will just keep summoning. Just summon it out. If you saw the other video that I did on my beta impressions, you heard me say that one of the things that I would like to see is a tell in the summon animation. You know, if I am just being an idiot and I don't know what that tell is, but it exists, please tell me in the comments, but I don't think there's a tell. And whenever I talk about this, I am aware of how many times I say the word tell. Tell me about the tell, and then I will tell others. Mortal, the food summon. The DoorDash of summons. Some of these people start looking familiar. I just watched a terrible movie. Terrible movie. Don't watch it. On Amazon Prime called, I think it was like River of Blood. It was supposed to be about cannibals eating people in Southeast Asia, and this guy just slightly looks like the tribe in question, but not completely. They were kind of painted white. Anyway, it was a horrible movie. It was terrible. The footage is pretty Everything else was terrible. And that's what you don't want to see, all grays. All right, cool. We will leave the 6. We will not think about doing 6. So we're definitely going to get some gold because we got over 165 summons. Let's see if it takes us all the way to pity or if we get gold before that. Here we go. The true blue. Oh, now we get lightning every time. All right, XT baby. I've done a pronunciation video, and sometimes, oh, another Leshy. I stay summoning Leshy. Holy crap! You heard me say it, and you saw it. That's the 4th Leshy. And I'd have, like, what, 4 epics total before tonight? What is wrong? What is wrong? What are you trying to tell me? I don't even know what I was saying before that. It's so stupid, dude. Ah, Musashi. Musashi kind of looks like that actor. Oh, this is a good pull. This is a really good pull. Musashi looks like that actor that was in Lost for like a season that plays, I think, Scorpion in the new Mortal Kombat movies. Really good Japanese actor. I can't remember his name, but whenever I see Musashi's face, that's what I think of. Mordred, OG Alpha Champion. Don't know anything about Polidnitsa. And we're not going to take the time to look it up right now because I know you've got a lot of summon videos to watch. Jerry. We're just going to call him Jerry. Hey, Jerry. Jerry, a wolf that partners with a second wolf named Seinfeld. They do an ally attack together. Like a bad dance move. This joke is not working. A lot of glowy eyes in the Viking faction. Like all Vikings are possessed by lightning. Good old Achilles, man. Baby Dracula. All right, Gawain. We got to talk about Gawain because I made it my profile picture. Gawain is the backup quarterback. There is no hero in any of these games that I've ever played that is more of a backup quarterback than Gawain is. He is standing there on the sideline making $10 million a year just waiting for his shot. Man, I don't know who they modeled that after. But he was definitely an American backup quarterback. All blue. Papatez strength. I tried Nebuchadnezzar on this playthrough. I think because his A1 is broken, he's just not useful right now. But I think in live game when the A1 gets fixed, I think he's got a shot at being a pretty good rear defender. Isolde looks like somebody too. I can't. Is it Hunger Games? Is it that actress from the Hunger Games? Is that who she looks like? I don't even remember that girl's name. Hunger Games ripped off Battle Royale. You heard it here for the 10th time. This is Giant Killer from Game of Thrones, right? Tormund Giantsbane. Is that his name? All right, coming out with some purple. We might go to pity. I have been a very legendary free account so far. My Godforge Quest copy of Cizin, and then an extra copy of Cizin on the guarantee. Nin, son. Who's it going to be? It's got to be coming up soon. It's got to be coming up soon. Hattori Hanzo. Good speed lead. I ended up needing something so that I could get through some waves cleaner in the dungeons and get my you know, boss smacking going on. He was somebody I pulled that I tried mostly for the speed lead, and then put some gear on him that gave him vanish. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. I think he'll be fun to play with in real game. Maria, the original Ogia. All right. Guaranteed Lego in 20. Okay, I didn't even think about it. They've got the timer down here. I don't have to look at the at how many shards I have. That's pretty nice. 200. Epic music. Mordred again. Skin's a little gray. You're looking malnourished there, my friend. Baby Dracula again. And we are going all the way to hard pity. All right, here it is. Who does it end up being? Third copy of Cizin. 3 more Leshies. All the way. Last one. Last one. 0 summons. Simon. If I summon 0 times, what happens here? It's 1 pop. Is that the tell? Is it that subtle? Wait, mission complete. Summon an epic hero. Oh. I guess there's a bug for you. Summoning a legendary counts as summoning an epic. All right. Izanagi. Oh, he has got the sound effect too. Holy moly. I thought it was a Cizin problem. These sound effects be loud. Izanagi. Remind me. Izanagi. Where'd you go? Oh yeah, I got a lot of food. Blue Invoker. Order. Faith and Dungeon Battles leader bonus. A1. Celestial Slash. Attack 1 enemy. He's attack based. And gets attacked per faith. That's interesting. So this is kind of what Brad was talking about. Trying to ensure that there were scenarios that faith was as important as speed in the game, which I hope that they're able to balance and pull off. I may have to turn the sound down because that is just, if we're analyzing this hero and we hear him flip that spear one more time. All right, we're turned down for what? Let's see. Yeah, so attack per faith. That's really interesting. So increase the divinity of all allies by 5%. If Izanami is an ally, she will join the attack. Okay, so this is where we get the Izanami-Izanagi synergy. Blessed Infusion. Place faith up 2 on all allies for 2 turns. Reduce the divinity cost of all allies by 5%. All right. So we're super faith-based. Purification. Places attack up 2 on everybody for 2 turns. Then increases their divinity by 20%. Also increase the damage of each ally's next ult by 30. That's pretty cool. If Izanami is an ally and has been defeated, she gets a revive and an instant turn. Very cool. And then Breath of Life for every 5 buffs placed on the enemy team. So this is kind of Maria Marevna style. Activate this hero's basic ability. And the basic ability, once again, is just a big ol' smack and potentially has an ally attack. This would be fun to play with. He looks like he would be a lot of fun to play with, but I almost feel like you really need Izanami for him to be really good. I think an ult buffer taking up a slot, if you have to go all in on faith on him, might not be a justified slot to take up. So I think Izanami is really required here. But hey, look, we got our Lego. Super cool. Let's see if we can get another one before the night is over. So, we got 70 more Ancestrals. 200 summons to go. Got one on a 0. 0 summons. Set. It's the easiest name to say. I think easier than Knight. That was 10. Why is it 191 to go? These numbers feel like a bug. Vesna, coming from the Midsummer, hauntingly terrifying movie, and or Wicker Man. Not the Wicker Man with Nicolas Cage, not the bees. Respect the mustache, Sargon. Epic music. Back to back? Ooh, another blue pop. Tez. Adam, wherever you are. Get that beer back out. Nose a bit long on Tengu. What is that making me think of? Clockwork Orange? You have like the long nose mask. Brynhild. Brynhild was amazing in the alphas. Alpha 3. Solo Dragon comp Brynhild. Really cool. One more blue pop. Well, one more 10 blue pop. And then we'll solo pop the 2. Bastet. Big part of the storyline. Not much going on there. Alright, 2 more to go. I will be doing a lot of feeding later. Yeah. Do that animation. There was the thunder. It's like, the Storms? Is that what their name is? In Big Trouble in Little China? Wing Wong Chun! Got the glowy eyes. And got that underbite. Need to brush them teeth. Oh, I never even really noticed the teeth in the portrait because the shading is like very similar to the skin tone. So you really see it here, though. That's kind of interesting. It's like when you play those games, those like those old D&D games where you kind of make your character look a certain way, but then you only have like 5 portraits to pick from. So you've got, you know, a golden human paladin, but the coolest picture is like a gnome with a giant red beard. Looks nothing like your character. All right, Eternals. Is it even remotely possible that with the luck that we've had on this account, we could get a purple gold? Come on, purple gold. I got 40 chances here. Shaky chicken. Shaky chicken would be nice. It's Axl Rose, by the way. Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses. 80s. Late 80s? Yeah, late 80s. Guns N' Roses, Axl Rose with a helmet on. Ishtar, interesting. Purple purples are heroes to pay attention to. Heroes to pay attention to. I will have to look into my purple purples. That's actually like the first Dagonet I've noticed that I've gotten this entire time. Oh, but I guess it's because we're in Eternals, that's why. And I just haven't popped many. Last pick for the kickball team back in Alpha. Hopefully she's more useful now. We got 17 left. Do we have a shot? I think there was a tell, and I've just never known what it was because I don't get gold. Single popping our way to glory. Only 146 to go. Don't. It's cool. I like that you can kind of see the face behind the mask. See, but that looked like when I got the gold. And that dude's not gold. He's wearing gold, but, you know, he's not gold. He's Machow. I get her confused with somebody that I think is a good healer in the rare category, and I can't remember the name right now. Talked about it in the video with Dan and Gecko. All right, yep, we saw you. $50 purples, and we got 2 purples? Is that right? Oh my gosh. What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? Fake gold. You're becoming a meme, Machow. It's like you go in the fridge, Sunny D and purple stuff. Oh, she's got that crying makeup. She doesn't have it in the portrait, though. That is intense. Look at that. She has been crying so hard. Somebody did her wrong. That was our purples. So, oh man. All right. Well, here we go. 5 flawlesses. Any chance, any shot. Other Leshy. Leshy's big brother. Was it somebody was saying they wanted the summon animations with legendaries to be like the raw one where he like crashes down to the ground? I think that's a good idea. Another Mordred. Okay. Mordred's attack animations, I haven't played with him in the beta, but in the alpha, his attack animations were so intense that it was like he was putting some of the legendaries to shame. Like his swipe red slash would take up the entire screen. And that sword that he's got is just insane. It looks quite heavy, Mordred. What should I title this? You won't believe the luck. You won't believe the amount of Osiris's I got. 2 more. All of the PvP-ness that we can get. Yep, that's the word that Adam used. Man. It is a bit of a desert. Alright, last chance. I guess we could pop the 6 greens, you know, but this is really the last chance. Yeah, no. Baby Dracula. He was the MVP of Golden Guardian when you were trying to progress in the alphas. I imagine if we get something similar where you got to bleed him out, Achilles is going to be an attainable method for that, assuming that his abilities stayed the same. Oh, that's how I do it on this screen. Yeah, so 3 stacks of bleed, sharpen. Does he still blow his own bleeds up? Yeah, remove all stacks of bleed. That's the kicker with him on like the Golden Guardian fight, is that you kind of got a manual, because if you let it auto, he's just going to be blowing away his stacks of bleed. So you're really just using this on bosses to keep the bleed up, because ultimately that does more damage than letting him remove them. Well, there you go. 6 pop, some green shards, and call it a night. So however many summons that was that I had over the course of the beta, 700 or 800 probably. 2 Legos. Pedro. There he is. There's Pedro. Yeah, my Godforge Quest Lego, a copy of the Godforge Quest Lego, Lego my ego, and then Izanagi. Izanagi? Last chance for a golden... Nope. All right. There you have it. Look at that roster. 500 champs now. Half of them about to get blown up. But incoming beta 2. Get ready for PvP, for Pantheon boss. I think Pantheon boss, right? I don't actually know what's coming. I just know we're testing community features. So hope your pulls have had a lot better luck than mine. And most importantly, I hope you've enjoyed the beta and you've been able to file a ticket. Make sure you enjoy beta 2 and make sure that in beta 2 you file at least one ticket with a screenshot. That's my challenge for you. Tell me how you did down in the comments. I'll catch you next time. Peace.